Hello Taurus, how's it going? This video is for Taurus sun signs and rising ascendant signs. I am going to give you guys a astrological horoscope prediction for the upcoming full moon in Scorpio based on your house, and then do an intuitive tarot reading for y'all based on an adapted Celtic Cross tarot spread. So let's get into it. By the way, happy frickin' Taurus season. It's your birth season, or if this is your rising video, then it's just your energetic season right now. So grateful to be in the second house of Taurus right now. We all need a little bit of grounding energy, and we know that you can provide it, but the environment may not be providing you with it. So let's get into that. So Taurus, this full moon is happening in your 7th house. And so is it in the age of Aquarius, the song, do they sing, when the moon is in the 7th house? Or it's the 2nd house. Either way, it has to do with Taurus, so whatever. Okay, but this is in your 7th house, and the houses are the special areas of life that the full moon energy is happening in for you specifically. So if it was in the 1st house, then that would be ruled by Aries, and that would be about yourself, your appearance. But because yours is in the 7th house, it's ruled by Libra, and it's about your relationships and marriages and businesses and contracts and love, the interdependent relationships that you have. And so a tarot correspondence for Libra, which is the ruler of the 7th house, is Major Arcana 11, Justice. And that is Venus in Libra. So the justice energy of the tarot is one of sitting in a seat of wisdom, of experience, of knowledge and understanding, and making decisions that are just based on a societal level. So those are some of the themes that the Justice card represents. And so for you, because this is a time about relationships, marriage, sharing, and equality, this is a time for you to strike a balance with the other. You've been recently in a place of going from the 8th to the 7th house, a place of inner transformation. And now you're going into a place of how you are in relationship with other people in your life. And because we're experiencing a full moon in Scorpio, there's gonna be a lot of revelations, a lot of emotional energy coming up to the surface in a volcanic sort of way. And this is in your love house. So this energy may be following you in your romantic relationships or in your business relationships. What this could look like for some of y'all is needing to compromise with other people. Some of you need to negotiate, and some of you may just be getting into big out battles with a romantic partner because you're reconciling differences of values and differences of opinions. Some of you may be experiencing partnership tests right now, or tests or ultimatums to either your devotion, or tests of just realigning on what your shared vision for your life together is. Yes. And it could also be a time for you to really connect with somebody in your life. So it doesn't necessarily have to be something where we're dragging up the shadow and having a big explosive thing. For some of you, this just means now putting your focused attention onto your relationships with people. And because Scorpio, full moon in Scorpio, is a great time to do self-reflective work and self-examination work, this is something that you could do in your interdependent relationships with other people. And so Taurus, during a Scorpio moon, it's funny because Taurus, you're the sun right now. And also Venus is in Taurus, Mercury is in Taurus. We have all of your grounded energy, your stability, reliability, commitment, comfort that is there with the earth sign. But with the full moon in Scorpio, it's opposite on the side of the zodiac. So this is your opposition energy. Scorpio is your shadow, Taurus, but you share a lot of qualities. But because it's now in the full moon of it, we're seeing both you as a fixed earth sign interacting with a fixed water sign. So you're both really in your energies and they're different energies. You're an earthy one and Scorpio is a watery one. And so the sign in which the moon is located determines how this energy is manifesting in your life. And so you may feel passionately intense during a Scorpio moon transit, especially because it's activating your love zone, your relationship zone. And then it's a wonderful time for declarations of undying love, but beware that jealousy and anger are never far from the surface when Scorpio is around. And that's because a lot of the qualities of Scorpio include power, control, secrecy, but also transforming things, bringing them to light. And so this energy may be within your romantic or your friendship relationships. So walk carefully if you want to tread the line between fascination and obsession, because a big part of the shadow of Scorpio is obsession, addiction, these mental compulsions. So being aware of that, recognizing those qualities within yourself and in your psyche and bringing them up to heal is going to help you during this time period and in your relationships. So that is your astrological prediction for this full moon in Scorpio, Taurus. And now what we're going to do is a tarot spread. And if you're interested in this tarot spread, you can find it in the description below. Yeah. So what I like to do here is I'm learning this method of shuffling, of just letting them go, and then either get the last one or ones that kind of pop out, and then we set them in. That's just how we're doing it. That's how we're doing it these days. Oh, well, we'll put them right there. We might have gotten a little shot on that one. So we begin this tarot spread with the current situation for you, Taurus. And the current situation is justice. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, I swear, I didn't choose it. Your current situation is justice, which is the card that we were talking about that connects to the Libra energy of the 7th house. This is just in relationships. This is ethical decision making. And so this is the current situation energy that you are presented with right now. You may be trying to define the boundaries between living in your own authenticity and then how do you live in that authenticity with another person. This may be somebody in your living situation, somebody who you are dating, but this is your ethical consciousness with yourself and with other people. I love it. So good. And so the challenge for you, the help or the hindrance, is the Queen of Swords. Already so freaking powerful. We see, does the Justice not have a sword as well? Queen of Swords. This is a receptive energy of the internal world. This is an archetype of a person, or this is a person in your life, or this is a part of yourself. But because we're seeing it as a challenge, this may be a part of yourself that you're reconciling. A truth speaker, someone who's quick to reveal facts and to reveal wisdom, and who's also quick to have a quick wit and to cut down people who are speaking lies. But there is also a very intense quality, an ill-aspected quality of the Queen of Swords when it's not in the service of the greater good, when it's a wrathful tongue. So this may be a partner in your life and feeling like they are attacking you, or this may be you attacking a partner. It could have a lot of different connotations for different people. So, my goodness, I'm getting too excited. So, Taurus, your subconscious or your unconscious motives are the 5 of Cups. And the 5 of Cups represents sorrow, loss, grief. The 5 is an imbalance or a struggle. And the cups is emotions, water, intuition. And in the 5 of cups, we see a losing of something that was important to you. This could mean fear of losing a relationship, fear of losing something that you care about, or having lost something that you care about and fear that it's going to happen again. So in the unconscious position, this may be fear that you may lose a relationship by speaking your truth. And what you need to do with this is bring this fear up from the psyche up to the surface into the conscious mind so that you can identify it. And once it's in the light, by understanding that it exists, you give it space to exist and you can let it heal. And then your recent past is the Knight of Cups. It's very cool. We have another court card. And when we see court cards, we can interpret them as before as a person in your life, a part of yourself, or of an archetype of personality. And the Knight of Cups is one of questing for love, questing for emotional fulfillment. And so this may be a part of yourself. For some of you in the past, you have been questing for something beautiful, questing for love. But maybe where you are looking for love is not in the right places, or the work that you have been doing hasn't been emotionally fulfilling. Or this could mean, if it's for somebody external, for some of you, this is a partner who has a little bit of a playboy, playgirl, play them energy, who is potentially just playing you. And you have been recognizing those behaviors and feeling potentially not so great about them, or just recognizing them. And then your conscious mind, your hopes, your dreams, your ideals that you're actively working towards is the Chariot. Very cool and interesting. So when we see 2 major arcanas, we start to see a lot of big themes and archetypes coming up. The Chariot is major number 7, and this is related to Cancer, to home, to nurturing. And this can be in an internal world of nurturing your own internal drive towards bringing your goals and your objectives in life to light. The Chariot is a willful card, a determined card. You see, it's like the victor. In this deck, I love it. It's the motorcyclist who is like ripping on the road. And so this energy is your determination and will has been in one direction. And something interesting about it too is that these 2 animals that are on either side of the Chariot can represent your impulses, your whims. And so they may be trying to pull you in different directions, but you are trying to harness them in to keep yourself on track. But it is easy to stumble when you're trying to be really determined. And this could be in your romantic relationship of you trying to make things work, or you trying to reconcile grievances. But a stumble sometimes is necessary for you to grow deeper in understanding that you're on the right path for yourself, that you are aligned with the person that you're with, that you're going to grow stronger together. And then, my Taurus friends, your near future. Near future, as we saw when it flipped before, is the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups, this is overflow of love, of emotion. But what this could also mean is a love bomb from a narcissist. This may be somebody that you're in a romantic relationship with, but this could also be, for some of you, things seeming like they're too good to be true. Maybe you have been trying to make something work, but then, I don't know, is this really like what I want? Is this really filling me? But that is an ill aspect. For some of you, this might mean really intense connection with your community, really interdependent, overflowing, good feeling emotions with your partner, of working through a challenge together and then overcoming it. This may also be in your career or in your collaborative professional relationships, getting to a point of everybody getting their needs met. And next, we are going to do your current approach to the situation, how your environment is influencing you, something that has been affecting you that you are not yet aware of, and then your distant future. All right. So your current approach to the situation is the King of Coins. Set your damn boundaries, baby. Maybe things have been feeling a little bit emotionally verklempt, if you will say, but the King of Coins or the King of Pentacles is reminding you, maybe find some stability. Remember where your structure is. Remember that you can define boundaries in your relationships, and you don't have to take on all of the feelings and moods and emotions of your partner. And yes, you don't have to project all of your feelings and moods and emotions onto your partner. Sometimes it's okay for when you're reconciling or coming up with a solution with your partners to not be completely satisfied because you realize you don't have to take on all of their stuff. That's one hit. Another hit is this is a king. So we have another court card. So this can mean you as a king of boundaries, you as a king of your own independence and stability. So this might suggest that right now, what you need to do is do some financial work, take care of the physical possessions that you own, take care of your home and your environment. And as a Taurus, you understand what it means to be earthy and grounded. So this could say, this is a time for you to connect with the things that you take care of and maybe be in service to those things so that you can feel, you know, less swayed by all of the feelings and moods and emotions that are coming up with all of these cups. And then your environment. These are people, your family, your friends, your relationships, and they are in the position of the Hanged One. So we have 3 major arcana. So we are seeing a lot of opposing energies pulling you different places. So it does seem like a good time to get grounded. However, the Hanged One shows you that maybe you're not grounded yet, that you are suspended and that you are waiting, and that what you need right now is some patience. The environment, the people in your life are teaching you the lesson of changing your perspective, of looking at something differently so that you could better learn and understand. And then something that has been affecting you that you are not yet aware of, that you can learn from, is the Knight of Coins. So we have the King and we have the Knight. This may be a partner. This may be somebody in your life that is working hard to create something for themselves, be it learning a new skill or working hard in their career or saving their money really well. And this can be a place for you to get inspired about doing those same things for yourself. Or maybe if we want to interpret this on an internal level, for some of you, this is you building a stability for yourself and building a container in which you can feel safe and feel like you have a steady foundation underneath you. And then your distant future card is another court. We got a lot of court and a lot of major arcana. This is the Page of Swords. This is you in the future. And so the Page of Swords can represent a youthful energy and a learning energy. So the swords are learning, intellectual communication. So this could be you in the future deciding to learn a new language or to go back to school or to engage in people in logical, communicative conversation. This is big for math, for finances, for law, anything that has a predominantly intellectual energy to it. So a couple of themes that I am seeing here are Queen of Swords, Knight of Cups, King of Coins, Knight of Coins, Page of Wands. You got the whole damn court here. You got everybody represented. And so this may mean a lot of family energy, a lot of people in your life and who is sort of representing what archetype. But realize that you can probably represent any archetype, but understanding how to work within a community is important for finding what the best justice looks like in that community. When you understand your position and your perspective, but also the ones of the people around you, you're better able to stay on track, Chariot, with making solutions for everybody that are gonna work. And right now you're really getting the downloads from the environment around you on how to understand people's perspectives. So Taurus, that was your reading for the full moon in Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching. If you like, please watch the sun sign video for you, or the ascendant rising sign, so that you can get all of this cool, magical, intuitive information. But yes, just thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
I've been told that the fire's over.